The camera flickers on. Ethan Cole smiles into the lens, framed by an endless wall of trees. His voice is steady, but his eyes betray a nervous thrill. "Day 1, he says. Heading into the valley, locals call the hollow echo. Wind hums low, a vibration almost too deep to hear. He laughs it off, shouldering his pack, the forest swallowing him whole. As the light dims, his breathing grows louder than the birds. The deeper he walks, the quieter the woods become. Unnaturally so. Branches sway without wind. A strange static crawls through the microphone. He stops, confused, staring into the darkening maze of trunks. Then the sound returns, faint, far away, his own voice calling his name. "Ethan!" He spins around, camera jerking. "What if the creature isn't hunting us," he whispers, trembling, "but warning us?" The camera catches one last flash of red, his jacket vanishing into mist. Ethan's tent rustles in the wind. It's 1:17 a.m. His voice trembles through the mic. "I keep hearing someone calling," he whispers, but the forest's dead quiet. The footage shakes as he peeks outside, rain glistening on branches. A rhythmic thump echoes in the distance, like footsteps in wet earth. He whispers again, "What kind of animal walks like that?" Silence. Then a breath, not his, brushes past the mic. Morning breaks gray and cold. Ethan films himself packing. "Didn't sleep," he mutters. His voice sounds distant, echoing strangely, like recorded twice. Birds remain silent. He studies the ground near camp. A set of footprints beside his own, identical in size but reversed, toes pointing toward his tent. His breathing quickens. "Someone was here," he whispers, then frowns, or something. By midday, Ethan's tone changes. He tries to sound casual, joking for his viewers. "Might be my own prince," he laughs weakly. "Maybe I walked backward in my sleep." But his smile falters. The camera drifts toward the trees, zooming slowly as something pale flickers between trunks. The lens stutters. Focus fails. His voice lowers. "I think it's watching." Evening falls. Ethan builds a small fire. "One more night," he whispers. "Then I'm heading out." The flames sputter as wind sighs through the trees. His eyes dart beyond the camera. "It's copying me now," he says softly. A faint echo replies, perfectly matching his tone. He freezes, staring into the dark. Why does it sound like me? A single branch snaps. Close. The recording ends. Ethan's voice wavers through distortion. "Something's wrong with the audio," he mutters. "It keeps echoing me." He holds the camera close, eyes darting into the fog. His voice repeats faintly behind him, echoing me, perfectly delayed. He spins around, shouting, "Stop it!" Leaves fall. Silence, then laughter. His laughter comes from the trees. The forest seems to pulse with the rhythm of his breath. "It's recording itself," he whispers. "Or maybe it's recording me back." The camera glitches, sound looping in short bursts. He presses stop. The screen refuses. Somewhere deep within the static, another voice murmurs, lower, older. "What if the forest doesn't mimic us? It learns us." Dr. Marin Voss leans over a computer screen, glowing blue in the darkness. Ethan's audio rolls across a waveform display. Jagged, chaotic. She adjusts her glasses, replaying the loop. Under his voice, subsonic frequencies thrum like a heartbeat. "It's not feedback," she murmurs. "It's responsive." She compares it to archived seismic data from the same valley. The patterns match perfectly. The forest is vibrating back. Morane's breath fogs the screen. "He wasn't alone out there," she whispers. On her monitor, the last second of Ethan's clip spikes red. a sound too low for human ears. Ethan's next clip begins mid-breath, panic already in motion. It's copying my words now, he stammers. Every time I speak, it waits 1 second. Then says it back. He points the camera at the trees. The lens wobbles. Focus shifts. His own voice echoes faintly, says it back. He starts to run. The footage jolts violently. Branches whip the lens. Then a sound, not quite his, calls, "Ethan," from the fog. Tone wrong, vowels stretched. He slows, whispering, "That's not me." The forest hum deepens, trembling through his chest. Dr. Voss freezes a frame from Ethan's latest recording. The spectrogram reveals something impossible. His echo forms its own sentence. Words Ethan never said. She isolates the audio and plays it slowed down. "Stay below the roots." She sits back, stunned. It's language. Her assistant asks if it could be interference, but she shakes her head. "This isn't an echo," she says. "It's trying to communicate." Outside the lab, thunder rolls. Moran glances at her reflection in the glass. For an instant, another shape mirrors her perfectly before fading away. Ethan sits by his dying campfire, eyes sunken, voice raw. "It's not copying anymore," he whispers. "It's speaking first." The forest groans around him, trees creaking in a single, synchronized sound. He looks up, terrified. It knows I can hear it. He turns the camera toward the trees. The firelight dims as if drawn away. In the shadows, shapes pulse with faint bioluminescent patterns, like veins glowing through bark. His voice cracks. "Maybe it's not alive the way we think." He lifts the camera for one last shot, whispering, "If anyone finds this, don't follow the sound." Ethan's footage opens with his face streaked in mud, eyes hollow from sleepless nights. "I don't know what day it is anymore," he says. "My compass spins, my GPS shows I'm walking in circles." His voice cracks, but I never turn around. He shows the trees around him, identical, repeating. Every path leads back to the same clearing. The forest resets, he whispers, like it's alive, rearranging itself. His camera pans to a nearby tree, bark marked with his carved initials, Ixi. Behind him, another tree carries the same mark, freshly cut. He stumbles backward, breathing hard. "It's warning me to stop." In her lab, Dr. Maren Voss studies ancient regional myths. One phrase repeats through several tribal records. "The Hollow remembers the trespassers." She compares their ritual chants to Ethan's recordings. The frequencies align almost perfectly. "This isn't new," she mutters. "It's old, and it's patient." Her assistant asks, "What do you mean, patient?" She leans closer to the waveform. It's been waiting for someone to listen. A tremor runs through the building, soft, rhythmic, like a heartbeat under the floor. On her monitor, Ethan's last audio plays by itself, though no one has touched it. Ethan speaks to the camera, voice weak. "It's not chasing me anymore," he says. "It's showing me things." His camera swings toward the ground. Tree roots twisting and pulsing as if breathing. Between them, faint blue light seeps from cracks in the earth. He kneels, hand trembling as he reaches for the glow. The hum deepens, not threatening, almost like a voice under the soil. "It's trying to talk," he whispers. His breath fogs in the cold air. Then the light fades, leaving silence so heavy it presses on his chest. He gasps, backing away. I think it knows I understand." Dr. Voss analyzes the subsonic tones again, isolating them into human audible range. What she hears makes her freeze. It's not random. It's a pattern of intervals identical to a human heartbeat. It's synchronizing with him, she realizes. She overlays the audio with Ethan's breathing from the video. The two pulses merge perfectly. She whispers. The forest is mirroring his body, his fear, Her screen flickers. For a split second, the waveform transforms into an outline, not of a creature, but of a man's silhouette standing in the trees. She leans closer, whispering, "Ethan." Ethan's final log of the day opens with rain hammering against his lens. "It's not evil," he says quietly. "It's warning me." Lightning flashes, revealing the forest alive, with shifting roots and moving fog. "It's awake down there," he murmurs. "It's trying to hold itself together." He points the camera toward the ground. The soil quivers, tiny cracks pulsing with dull red light. "If this whole valley moves, we'll never know it wasn't an earthquake." His voice shakes. "If you're watching this, leave it alone. Whatever's buried here, it's not meant to be found." The thunder drowns him out as the screen cuts to black. The clip opens in darkness. Heavy breathing fills the audio. Ethan whispers, "It's close." His flashlight flickers across wet roots and fallen trunks. The beam lands on something impossible. A tree trunk moving, its bark flexing like skin. "Oh God," he gasps. He steps closer. The lens trembles. Beneath the bark, shapes shift, forming faint impressions of human faces, mouths open in silent screams. His voice breaks. They're part of it." He stumbles backward, tripping into the mud. The ground pulses once beneath him. From deep in the forest, a low, resonant tone vibrates, not hostile, but sorrowful. "What if it's not killing them?" Ethan whispers, shaking. "What if it's keeping them alive?" Dr. Maren Voss sits alone in her lab, replaying the same 5 seconds from Ethan's footage. The hum beneath the faces. She isolates it, filters it, and listens. The pitch modulation creates rhythm, deliberate, structured. A pattern emerges like a code. Her voice shakes as she deciphers the tonal spacing. "It's a name." She writes it down. The hollow. The lights in the lab flicker. The building's steel frame groans, a deep vibration matching the hum from Ethan's clip. She grabs the table for balance. "It's not sound," she whispers. "It's movement." And then softly, her monitor flashes a timestamp that doesn't exist. Nov 11, 2025, 3:14 a.m., 30 hours in the future. Ethan's camera shakes violently. Something massive moves through the forest. He ducks behind a fallen tree, whispering, "It's right there! Branches snap like bones!" The air warps in front of him, the fog bending around an invisible outline. Then, shape solidifies. A tall, eyeless form, limbs elongated, skin the color of ash and bark. It moves slowly, each step in sync with the forest's low hum. Ethan covers his mouth, tears streaming. "It remembers me," he murmurs. The creature pauses, turning its faceless head toward him. Its chest expands, releasing a breath that makes every tree tremble. In the distance, the hum deepens into a tone so low it feels like gravity itself. In her lab, Dr. Voss replays the clip. Her breath catches. The low frequency Ethan captured matches the seismic pulse beneath her facility. "It's the same signal," she says. Then her monitors flash white, and for just a moment, Ethan's face appears in the distortion, looking straight at her. His mouth moves, forming silent words. She leans forward, whispering, "Ethan." The speakers emit a deep vibration. Her coffee cup slides across the desk. Files begin to fall. "It's coming through," she says softly. "It's crossing the signal." Then, silence. Every machine in the lab powers off at once. Ethan's last clip of the night begins with the camera lying sideways in the mud, still recording. He kneels nearby, whispering. It's not chasing me, it's waiting. The fog pulses faintly with each breath he takes. He stands, facing the darkness, voice trembling. "You wanted to be seen. The creature moves closer, silent, deliberate, stopping inches away. Its surface ripples with faint light, and for a fleeting moment, Ethan's reflection appears across its body like a mirror. The hum softens to a low, rhythmic tone. He whispers, "You're part of it, aren't you?" Then the image fractures and the feed cuts. The recovered clip begins with soft static. Ethan's voice is calmer now, quieter, as if speaking from underwater. "It doesn't want to hurt me," he says. "It wants me to listen." He pans the camera across the forest. The fog ripples in patterns, symmetrical, almost mathematical. "It's language," he whispers. "Not words. Rhythm." He kneels beside a root glowing faintly blue and presses his palm against it. The hum matches his heartbeat. It's alive. It's everywhere. His voice wavers. "I think it remembers everyone who ever came here." He looks directly into the lens. Maybe that's what the faces were. Memory. In the lab, Dr. Maren Voss replays the final segments of Ethan's footage frame by frame. She overlays his audio with seismic logs from the same date. Every pulse aligns with his heartbeat. "He's part of it now," she whispers. Her colleague stares, pale. "Part of what?" Marin's eyes glisten. "A living ecosystem of memory." She realizes the forest's hum predates modern civilization. It's recorded every vibration, every sound that's ever passed through it. She isolates the oldest frequency. Ethan's voice plays faintly from the data. Though he hadn't yet entered the forest, Ethan walks through the forest at dawn. His voice is almost serene. "It's showing me how it remembers," he says softly. The trees shimmer with translucent echoes, faded silhouettes of hikers, campers, wanderers, hundreds of them, drifting like light in water. Each fades when he passes. He stops before a colossal cedar trunk, roots curling like limbs. His reflection forms in its wet bark, but the reflection moves first. "You're not alone," his mirrored self says in his voice. Ethan smiles faintly, whispering back, "I know." Then, the reflection blinks, and his camera loses focus. Dr. Voss sits frozen, listening to Ethan's soft voice on loop. It's remembering. She overlays his final transmission with the live seismic feed. For the first time, the forest's frequency synchronizes with her heartbeat. The waveform forms a symmetrical curve on screen, like lungs breathing. Her lab lights dim, and a low vibration fills the air. "You're awake," she whispers. The data shifts again, forming two overlapping heartbeats. One human, one vast and slow. She realizes the truth. The creature isn't separate from the forest. It is the forest, and now it's listening through her. The final recovered segment from Ethan's camera shows him standing at the forest's edge. The light is soft, golden, sunrise through mist. "I think it's letting me go," he says gently. "Or maybe I'm becoming part of it." The air hums low, steady. He looks directly into the lens. "Tell them it's not a monster. It's memory. And memory doesn't die." He sets the camera on the ground, turning toward the trees. As he walks away, the forest bends slightly in his direction, branches lowering like hands. The fog folds around him, and he's gone. Only the hum remains, deep, constant, alive. A new camera feed flickers on. Not Ethan's, but Maren's. November 11th, she says quietly. Same date as the timestamp that appeared. She adjusts her recorder, her breath visible in the cold. "I'm entering the hollow echo." The forest greets her with silence. No birds, no wind. Just that deep, omnipresent hum beneath her boots. She looks up. Fog hangs low like smoke. Her camera compass spins in slow circles. "Same anomaly Ethan reported," she notes, voice trembling. "Magnetic interference, but alive." Her flashlight cuts through the mist, revealing a mark carved into a cedar trunk. Eck. Fresh, wet sap runs from it, glimmering red. She touches it gently. "I'm here, Ethan," she whispers. The hum deepens, as if answering. Hours later, Marin's camera captures her trudging through knee-deep moss. "No signal," she says breathlessly. "No GPS, no sound from wildlife." Her recorder catches faint echoes, her own words repeated seconds later, distorted and lower-pitched. She stops, listening. "That's my voice," the echo continues, overlapping, now whispering her name. "Marin." Her breath catches. "You're mimicking me," she says softly, "just like you did him." The forest hum rises into a harmonic vibration that rattles her chest. She clutches her recorder. "If you can hear me," she whispers, "show me what you showed him." The camera lens shakes. The fog behind her shifts as something enormous moves unseen. The footage becomes shaky, almost dreamlike. Marin follows the vibration underfoot to a clearing. The soil there moves subtly, like breathing. Her recorder crackles, emitting 2 overlapping heartbeats. "It's the same signal," she whispers. She kneels, places her hand on the earth. The hum synchronizes with her pulse, slower, heavier, ancient. Her expression softens, tears forming. "You're alive." She looks around, whispering, "Ethan, if you're here, please show me." The ground shifts. Roots coil gently around her wrist, not to harm, but to steady her. She gasps, eyes glistening. "You're not the forest," she whispers. "You are the earth." The video cuts to Marin walking deeper, her face illuminated only by faint bioluminescence. "The hume's changing," she mutters. "It's forming tone sequences." She realizes they're the same intervals she identified in Ethan's recordings. "You're talking to me," she says. Suddenly her recorder bursts with static. Then Ethan's voice whispers faintly, "Stay below the roots." She freezes, whispering his name. "Ethan, is that you?" The forest answers with another pulse. Her breath trembles. "I understand now," she whispers. "You're not warning us away. You're warming us down." She tilts the camera toward the forest floor and finds a cavernous hollow yawning beneath tangled roots. The final segment of Marin's footage begins inside the hollow. The light flickers. Her voice trembles. "I found it," she whispers. "It's beautiful." The camera pans over roots descending into an abyss, glowing with slow pulses of blue and red. She crouches, placing her recorder on the ground. "It's the heartbeat of the valley," she says softly, "a living memory network." The hum deepens. For a moment, a human silhouette appears within the light. Ethan's outline, faint, smiling. Marin's breath catches. "You're still here." The camera shakes. The hum merges with her own heartbeat, then cuts to black. The recording opens with static, then Dr. Marin Voss's face in the glow of dawn. "If anyone finds this," she says softly, "don't try to wake it. Don't come looking for me." Her expression is calm, almost peaceful. Behind her, the forest hums steadily, deep as thunder. "It's not a monster," she whispers. "It's a mind made of earth." She looks at her camera one last time. Ethan was right. It's remembering every voice, every step. The hum deepens. And now it remembers us too. She turns toward the trees, the light swallowing her figure. The camera keeps recording until the battery dies. The final frame is nothing but fog, trembling with breath. Days later, the recovery team enters the valley. The camera found near the hollow shows no trace of Marin's final descent, only empty footage of trees, breathing in windless silence. A rescuer mutters, "No footprints. No tent, just this. They glance toward the forest, where fog rolls like a tide. Back at the lab, the files copy themselves into corrupted data. Screens flicker, names of folders vanish. The waveforms replay endless loops of whispering. A technician leans in. It's saying something, he whispers. On the audio, 2 words repeating. Still here, at the research center. Files from Marin's expedition vanish one by one. Backup drives wipe clean. Servers hum in low synchronization with the frequency she once discovered. An intern scrolls through old logs, muttering, "It's like she was never here." On one surviving video frame, her face flickers for a fraction of a second, smiling faintly, eyes reflecting bioluminescent light. The screen freezes, then fills with static. A single phrase appears in distorted text. "Remember the roots." The story becomes a rumor. Ethan's name trends online for a week. His channel fills with theories, deepfake hoaxes, missing person conspiracies. No official statement ever mentions the hollow. The forest is closed, for ecological research. Late one night, a park ranger patrolling the area stops by the old trailhead. His radio crackles. Faint static. Then a whisper. "Go back." He looks around, but the forest stands still. His flashlight flickers, and for a brief second, he sees 2 figures watching him from the mist. One man, one woman, both smiling. As in Shorsh, Andy. The final narration plays over silent shots of the forest. Mist drifts between colossal trees, roots pulsing faintly with light. A low hum rises, identical to a heartbeat. Then a voice, Marin's, soft and distant. What if the forest doesn't want to be seen, only remembered? The sound fades. The image darkens slowly, until only outlines remain. Branches, fog, earth. Then everything still. Just before the screen cuts to black, a faint glimmer appears among the roots. The reflection of a red jacket, half buried in moss.